Okay. I'm filming right in front of my window and it's like facing someone else's window, so I'm just hoping that they don't look out and see me here because I have all these lights and stuff up. Hi, my name is Angel and welcome to my channel. Today I just wanted to give you guys a video on ways to stay mentally sound, mentally healthy during quarantine. I know quarantine is probably like a super popular topic right now. I mean, we're all stuck inside, but I just wanted to just give y'all some tips, like real tips, not like drink water and wash your face, although you should also do those. Alright, so let's begin. The first thing that I would suggest is to find a happy place. In my college town, you could still go to nature trails and stuff, and like here in the city, you can still go to nature trails and you can still go on walks and stuff. So I would just say go find a place that is outside. It'll help with some of the tips that I'm going to give you later. Place for you to be alone and comforted and just overall like happy. Could be your bedroom or your backyard, which goes into tip number 2. Redecorate your room. I mean, first of all, you probably literally have nothing else to do because we are all inside unless you're working or something like a decent human being would be doing, but not me. Things up will also make you feel way better. I just got back from my college apartment. I'm living with my parents over the summer, so I just redid my room. I don't think anybody cares about room tours, but I would do one if you guys would want to see it. It made me feel way better to just come home and make a space my own. Just making me feel better about this entire situation because I have horrible cabin fever. Like, I cannot stay in the house for more than a day without getting antsy, which is why you should also try to get comfortable in your own backyard. Like, I live in the city, so my backyard is very small, but we still have like a little patio situation going on back there. So I would bring a chair out and just sit out in the sun for a while, which brings me to my next tip. 30 minutes of sunlight a day. Not inside. Go outside, sit on your porch. If you're very, very paranoid, I guess sit by a window or something. 30 minutes of sunlight a day. It'll make you feel better, trust me. I don't know what it is. I probably should because I'm a psychology major, but yeah, it works. It works. Even if the 30 minutes is like in front of the window or on the back porch, it will help. First of all, it feels amazing to have the sun on your skin, especially when you've been in the house all day. Second of all, the sun just makes me happy. Like, doesn't it just make you guys happier? Like, I feel like that is a scientific fact somewhere. Don't know where, but trust me, I'm pretty. My earring just fell off. Sorry. My fourth tip would be pick up a mentally stimulating hobby. Video games works, okay, because you're using your mind. Books, meditation, art, just something. Pick up an instrument. My guitar is back there. My mentally stimulating hobby will be this YouTube channel. I just thought of a bunch of videos that I could make, and every time that I feel down in the dumps or I'm bored or I have nothing to do, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna upload because why not? I have nothing else to do. Just do something to keep yourself mentally busy. I know how easy it is to get depressed or get down on yourself, especially being in the house all of the time and not doing anything. And it's also just nice so smart to your brain up to par. Another tip I have would be to start a journal. I started a journal actually probably like a week after all of this started, after the lockdown started, and at first it was very hard for me to get into it. At first I just was not feeling it because I normally don't share anyway. Like, that's just not my thing. But just being able to write and just being able to vent without anyone responding, because sometimes you just need someone to listen, you don't need someone to talk. So just being able to write down anything and not being judged for it, not being afraid that someone is going to tell your secrets or something. It's just like having your own personal buddy there with you while you're stuck in the house. And I know that it can be crazy with family and whoever you're quarantining with, so get a journal. It'll help you. It'll also make you feel way better about any anxieties that you have over the future, the present, the past. The time is now. Tip number 6. So what I would say for tip number 6 is check up on your friends. There's this whole stigma about like, oh, if you're not checking up on me, I'm not checking up on you, blah blah blah. Check up on your friends. You never know what people are really going through, and if you're having a hard time, maybe some of your friends are having a hard time, hello, like take yourself out of the equation and see the bigger picture for a second. And who knows, maybe if you check up on them, they'll feel inspired to check up on you more. It's just nice to catch up with people, you know, like it doesn't always have to be the other person that takes the first step. Like the phone works both ways, y'all. Like stop being petty. Why won't this stay in? And the other one is, these are super cute, by the way. My 7th tip would be to do your own coronavirus research and your own quarantine research. The articles that you're reading isn't always correct, and the news isn't always from the non-biased perspective. And it's just more important to be able to read it with your own eyes and be able to interpret it and be able to negate what is say and what is fact about what's going on, because it'll really relieve a lot of your anxieties and it'll help you be more mentally sound. So tip number 8 would be to get a physical hobby. So what I've been doing is every morning I wake up and I do yoga with Adrienne. I love her. I do her 10-minute yoga exercises, and I usually do like 3 or 4 of those. Don't usually do longer yoga exercise videos just because I have a very short attention span and I get very bored at anything longer. I'm just like exercise, like now it feels like real exercise, like, you know. So yoga, very fun hobby. If you don't want to do yoga, go ride your bike. Apparently a lot of people are doing that now. Like go well, not now, you know, people have ridden bikes before. Go rollerblading, go walk. Try to do like a certain amount of steps every day, you know, like learn some TikTok dances, something like that. Do some YouTube dance tutorials. They have like exercise videos and stuff all on YouTube. There's a bunch of stuff that you could do in your house, at home workouts. One of my friends does hula hooping and she is amazing at it. So there's a lot of stuff that you could just do in the comfort and safety of your own home. Tip number 9 is for people that don't really like to sit in silence or are maybe by themselves during this quarantine. And I was in my college apartment. My roommate was there, but a lot of the time, like we weren't that, we were friends, but we weren't that close. And a lot of the time she would either be gone or in a room, and like, you know, seeing one person all the time, it's just very, you don't want to hang out with them every day, you know? So I would sit in my room and I would play those little 24-hour lo-fi chill music videos. And I think that playing background music, first of all, establishes me as the main character in this end of world movie that we'll hear about in the history books thousands of years from now. And second of all, it just creates a vibe. Like it helps you, it also helps stimulate productivity. It helps get you going, you know, like it'll motivate you to do some stuff that maybe you weren't trying to do before. Alright, my last tip to you, I know it's gonna sound cheesy, I know you're gonna yell at me in the comments, it's smile and stay hopeful. Now, don't yell at me. I know that this sounds very cheesy, but it is true. First of all, emotions are contagious. You spread what you feel, period. Have you ever had your parent come home upset and it makes you upset? It makes everyone else upset. It ruins the vibe. So just keep those high vibrations and those positive emotions. Don't worry about, you can't worry about the future. You can't control the future. You can't change the past. All you can worry about is the present moment. So why not live it with positive vibration and just keep those positive emotions flowing. Remember that it's all about the mindset. It's all about where you view yourself and where you want to be. So just remember to stay focused on your goals. Life is an entire journey, and I know that this situation can be very stressful and it can seem like the end of that journey or a major like blockway or a major like deferral in that journey, but it doesn't have to be. Like we can still be mentally healthy and productive and successful in this lockdown. It all just depends on what you think of here and how you feel. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you use these tips. I will be making more self-help videos. Help me learn how to put on an earring, apparently. I will be making more self-help videos, and I will be making videos of all sorts, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as lame as it is to say, and I'll see you.